Hi everyone, welcome to Knowledge Center. First of all, I would like to thank you all for being here to gain the knowledge. In this video, I am going to solve two basic problems on the calendar concept. Before starting into this, I just want to inform you guys that those who have gone through my previous video regarding the basic information on the calendar, they will be understanding this video easily. But those who have not gone through the previous video of mine, just go through that. The link has been given in the description. Because in my previous video, I have explained the basic funda of a calendar. That is most important to solve any kind of problems related to the calendar. So go through that video first and then you can continue with the second video, what I am doing now. Okay, now let's come back to today's video, what I am going to do. So here I have written some basic conditions and formulas. This column has been taken by the previous video. In my previous video, I have explained you for first 100 years how many odd days will be obtained. So I have written that part here because while solving the problem, we will make use of this information. So you need to know that. So for first 100 years, we will get 5 odd days. Similarly, for first 200 years, it will be 3 odd days. For next 300 years, first 300 years, we get 1 odd day, and the first 400 years it will be 0 odd day. And we have not calculated it for further because we will take 400 years as a basic and we make use of it in future. Okay, and now this is the new thing I have mentioned here. See, here we are trying to find out the number of odd days in each and every month. In the month of January, we will have 31 days. So that 31 days has to be divided by 7. So when we divide it by 7, we get it as 7 4s are 28 and remaining 3. So it left out with the 3 odd days. So 24 weeks plus 3 odd days, that's what we get here. So we can highlight that in the month of January, we are going to get 3 odd days. So this is a simple way of calculating the odd days in the particular month. So in January, whatever the number of days we have, divided by 7 and we get the answer for that. Okay. So 7 4s are 28. Okay. 20 means 4 weeks will be there plus 3 odd days. So remaining days are called odd days. So in month of January, you get 3 odd days. Similarly, you have to do it for all other up to December because this will helpful while solving the problem. So for February, generally in February what happens? We will have two numbers, means 28. This is for ordinary year. If it is a leap year, it will be 29. So first I have done it for 28. That is ordinary year. So 28 by 7 means 7 4s are 28. There is no extra days remain. So 0 odd days if it is an ordinary year. If it is a leap year, then it will be 29. 29 by 7 means 1 day will be remaining extra. So 1 odd day will be there if it is a leap year. Okay. I hope it is clear for you. Same way I have done it for other months. For March, 31 days, so 3 odd days. For April, it is 30 days, 2 odd days. Because 7 4s are 28, remaining days are 2. So 2 is the odd days. Same way we have written for up to December. 3, 2, 3, 2. But here July is 31 days, even August is 31 days. So wherever you have 31 days, in that month you will get 3 odd days. And wherever you have 30 days in a month, you will get 2 odd days. And February is the special month. If it is 28 days, 0 odd days. If it is 29, 1 odd day. No need of remembering or by hearting it. You can do it easily. Just take the number of days in the month, divide it by 7. We will get some number of weeks plus the remaining days are considered as an odd days. I hope this is clear. And this is also explained in the previous video. 0 to 6 you have to consider the days, weekdays. 0 means Sunday, 1 means Monday. Likewise, up to Saturday I have mentioned it here. 6 means Saturday. So now this is about the basic information. Now let's move on for the problem here. Just take one example. Let me consider one example and I will explain the procedure of solving it. So let us find 12th February 1941. So which day will be which week, or what we can say is which day of the week was 12th February 1941. You just need to find what is the day. Okay. So here when they give this kind of a question, what you need to identify is the first step. What you need to do is step 1 is you need to identify whether it is an ordinary year or a leap year. So 1941. So how to identify it? just take this 1941, last two digits has to be divided by 4. If it is divisible by that, then it is a leap year. If not, it's an ordinary year. Now 441, 4 tens are 40, so 41 will not be there, so it is not divisible. So we can say this is an ordinary year. This is an ordinary year. First you need to identify that, whether it is an ordinary or a leap year. Next, step 2. So what is the step 2? Step 2 is, now you just need to find out the number of odd days up to 1941, 12th February 1941. So it is not so easy. So what we need to do is, we have to split it in the number of years. So let me split it like this. 1941, what I do, I'll split it like this. 1600 plus 300. So what happens now? 1600 plus 300, 1900. And it is up to 1941 I want. So what I do, 41 means minus 1 year. So 40 I will consider. I will not consider 41 or any other number. I will consider 40. So now what happened? 1940. Then in 41 up to February you need to consider. 12th February. So first we get January plus 12 days in February. So these are the number of years I am going to split it. 1941 is splitted like this. Now you may have a question that why it has been taken as 1600. First of all, why it has been taken as 1600? Why not any other years? So for that, if you go to the previous video of mine regarding this calendar, it will be clear for you. So I'll just give a hint here. 1600 means when you go for you have to consider the number which is divisible by 400. So if 1600 is divisible by 400, then if it is divisible by 400, we can say that that particular year will have 0 odd days. That's the point. So I made it simple now. This is divisible by 400. So here the number of odd days available in this year will be 0. You can get it easily, directly. So these are the points I have mentioned over there. Then for 300, only one odd day we have. So that's why I have written here. You should just have a practice on that. Remember 5310, 5310. That's it. Okay. So for 300 we have one odd day. That's sure. That's okay. Then now 40 years, we don't have that here. So for 40 years, how many odd days we will get? You have to calculate it. So how to do that? Again, that has been solved in the previous video, but now I'll do it here directly. So 40 in this sense, in that 40 years, you have to identify how many leap year and how many ordinary years we get. So for how to identify that, how many number of leap years we get? Very simple method. 40 has to be divided by 4. So what is the result you get? That will be the number of leap years. So 40 by 4 we get 10. So I can say we will have 10 leap years. Plus remaining will be the ordinary years. So 30. 40 minus 10, 30. 30 ordinary years will be there. Plus in January. In January how many odd days we have? Here itself I have mentioned it is 3. So 3 odd days in January. These 12 days let me keep it as it is. Now what we need to do is, in leap year, in 10 leap year, how many odd days we will get? So every leap year will have 2 odd days. So that we have proven in the previous video. So 0 plus 1 plus, you have to do it like this. Each leap year will have 2 odd days. So for 10 leap years, you can write it as 10 into 2 plus 30 into 1, because every ordinary year will have only 1 odd day. Plus 3 plus 12, let me keep it as it is. So now what happens? 0 plus 1 is 1 plus 10 to the 20 plus 30. So it is 50 plus 12 plus 3, 15. Totally 65, 60, 50 plus 1 is 51 plus 15 is 66. So there are 66 days we got. But now what you need to find is, you just need to find the odd day. So 66 days has to be divided by 7. So 7 9s are 63. Okay. So we get 9 weeks. But it is not round figure now. 7 9s are 63 plus how many days left out? 3 days. So this is a number. 3 odd days. Okay. But here the question is, what is the day? You need to find what is the day on that particular date. So it is a 3 odd days. When we say 3 odd day, you look into this chart now. So what is the third day? 0, 1, 2, 3. It is Wednesday. So 12 February 1941 is Wednesday. Is a Wednesday. So this is how it has to be solved. So step by step, I just take up one more example so that you can understand it easily. First you need to take it into identify whether it is a leap or an ordinary year. Then split it like this and find the number of odd days. So after getting the number of odd days, by remembering this, you have to identify the day. Okay. Let me take one more example here so that it will be clear for you. Let us take another date, 18 April 1963. So let me change it. 18th April 1963. So what was the day in that particular calendar? 18th April 1963. Okay. So first thing, identify whether it is an ordinary or a leap year. So 1963, and the last two digits has to be divided by 4 to see whether it is a leap year or a ordinary year. Okay. So yes, it cannot be divisible, so this is an ordinary year. Okay, so if it is an ordinary year, it means that February month will have only 28 days. That's the point. Next, split this 1963 into the easiest way. The 1600 plus 300 is 1900 plus 62 years plus, in 1963 we are not considering complete 1963. We are considering up to April 18th. So April means we get January, February, March, April 18th. So we can write it as January plus February plus March plus 18 days of April. So these many days we have to identify. Just find the odd days in each and every point. So in 1600 years we get 0 odd days. In 300 we get 1 odd day. And now 62 has to be split into leap and ordinary. So 62 divided by 4. So what happens when 62 is divided by 4? 4 ones are, what you can say? 4 ones are and 2. 4 fives are. And we get some fraction values also. But it cannot take that fraction value as a number. So we will take 15 as a leap year. So what is the value we are getting here? That has to be considered as a leap year. So 15 leap years we get, plus remaining years will be the ordinary years. So how many remaining years now? 62 minus 15. Okay. So what do we get here? 7, and this is for 47 ordinary years. Plus in the month of January. So how many odd days we have? It's a 3. In month of February. See, now it becomes very important because it is an ordinary year. In the month of February I will consider only 28. If it is 28, then the odd days will be 0. If it was a leap year, then you could have taken it as a 29 and odd day will be 1 here, right? So you should be very careful about first step. Then plus March. In March again we have only 3 odd days. No need of remembering this here. March means 31 days, 31 by 7. So 7 4 are 28, remaining is the odd days, so remaining number you have to write it like this. Plus 18, you keep it as it is. Now if I simplify this, you can do it as 0 plus 1 is, I will write it as 1 plus 15 into 2, because every leap year will have 2 odd days, plus 47 into 1. Every ordinary year will have 1 odd day. Plus 3, you can do it as it is now. Plus 3 plus 0 or 3, I will write it plus 18. Now simplify this. 1 plus 15 to the 30. 30 plus 47. So okay, 30 plus 47 you get 77 plus 18 plus 3, 21 plus 3, 24. So total what happens now? 4 plus 7. So total 77 plus 1, 78. Okay, 78 plus 24. We get 102. Right, 102 days. So 102 days we have. Now divide this by 7. So when we divide it by 7, we get the number 14 weeks. 7 14s are. So 14 weeks plus 4 days. Okay, 14 weeks plus 4 days, and these 4 days will be an odd day. Odd day. So what is the fourth odd day here? According to this, it's a Thursday. So the day on the 18th April 1963 is Thursday. So this would be the answer for a question. So this is a basic concept, basic question generally asked in the examination point of view or any competitive exam. So in next video, I will take up another kind of a question. If this concept is clear for you, just like it and share among your friends, sir. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.